Hey guys, welcome to my summary of the Succession Contest arc. Now in this video, we're going to be talking about all the major players in the Succession Contest, what they're doing, and what their plans are. It's going to be like a Cliff Notes video. It's going to give you a very short summarization of everyone in the contest. Basically a good reference guide if you kind of forgot what's going on. Now, I won't be mentioning every single character. For example, Pariston is on the Black Whale boat, but I'm not going to be mentioning him because he's not really relevant to the Succession Contest. So this video was made just after Chapter 407 was released, so that's all the information I got to go off of. But with that said, guys, enjoy the video. Now, Chrollo wants to kill Hisoka, but he wants to make sure that he has a 100% guarantee that he's going to win the battle. And to do so, he wants to collect the 3 Kakin treasures, i.e. the Seedurn, the Zen Buddha, and the Blade of Divine Guidance. And by doing so, he's going to be able to upgrade Skill Hunter. What exactly that entails, we're not quite sure at the moment. Bono is posing as Hisoka at the moment. Now, through a series of circumstances, he had to kill Lynch. That's because Lynch found out that he was not the real Hisoka. Now, he came across the real Hisoka on the first floor, but he avoided him. He doesn't want to actually fight Hisoka because Hisoka's a bad matchup for him. Finks, Phaeton, and Nobu are all traveling together and are working with the Shiyu and Cha-R families. And their goal is pretty simple. They want to destroy the Heil-ly. Nobunanga even worked with Henrig to search out the Heil-ly hideout. Illumi is currently on the boats because he was hired by Hisoka to hunt down Hisoka. And yeah, that's about it. Keeping things simple, Franklin's also looking for Hisoka, but he's taking a different approach. He's just gonna wait for Hisoka to come to him. Now, Machi is pretty pissed off at Hisoka, and she wants to kill him personally. She even proposed with Chrollo that they flip a coin to see who gets to kill him. That being said, all of the spiders want to kill Hisoka at this point, so whoever finds him first gets first dibs. Shizuku realizes that she can't defeat Hisoka on her own, so she's just grouping up with Chrollo to help him out. Now, Hisoka lost that duel to Chrollo in Heaven's Arena, and ever since then, he's killing all the spiders. He's currently on Tier 1, and he's looking for someone to love to death. He also doesn't seem to have any interest in the Succession Contest. Mizaistum wants to bring down violent crime on the Black Whale boat. He fears that tensions will escalate to the point that the Black Whale will eventually sink, and he wants to prevent that. Now, he found out that the spiders and the Zodiacs are on the Black Whale boat, and he's wondering if he should tell Kurapika about this, because the spiders might want to get revenge on him. Kanzai is currently watching over Beyond. Now, Beyond is restrained at the moment, but he requested to talk to someone. Now, Morena is the illegitimate daughter of Nasubi, meaning that she is not eligible for the Succession Contest. She wants to destroy the world just because. She's the leader of the Heil-ly Mafia organization, and she has an ability called Contagion. She can quote-unquote infect 22 people with her ability. Now, once they're infected, the more people that they kill, the stronger they become. And Morena currently used Dogman to bring in Borkson. Borkson works for the Royal Army, and she's got an in with Serednik. So she wants to use Borkson as a spy to gather information about Serednik's motives. Now, Dogman was able to find Borkson for Morena with his supernatural smell. Upon reaching level 62, he can sniff out a person's Nen type from 5 meters away and determine whether or not they've learned Nen from 2 meters away. Logotani is the legal advisor for the Heil-ly family. His Nen ability is LSDF. He conjures guards to remove people from the Heil-ly hideout, as long as Morena is in there. Now, Terebellum is the muscle for the Heil-ly group. His Nen ability is Sweet Home. Now, anything that he's touching with his right hand is transferred over to his left hand. Sodom has some very sadistic tendencies, and he's the person that helped out Dogman in capturing Borkson. Quorol, Daemon, and Teveleris all want to get back at Henrig. That's because Henrig killed Padaili, and they want to get revenge for him. And they've all attained rank 50, so they feel pretty confident in their abilities. Onir is the illegitimate half-brother of Nasubi, and he's the family head for the Shiyu family. Now, Henrig gave Hisoka a VVIP pass to the first floor. He didn't want him bringing any chaos when the Shiyu and the Cha-R were trying to take out the Heil-ly family. Unbeknownst to him, this wasn't really Hisoka, it was Bono. But after finding out that Lynch got killed, probably by one of the spiders, him and Zakro want to take on the Phantom Troop and the Cha-R family. Zakro was working with Lynch at the time when she got killed, so he definitely wants to avenge her. And despite the fact that they might have to fight the Phantom Troop and the Cha-R family together, they're gonna do whatever it takes to avenge their friend. Broccoli is also the illegitimate half-brother of Nasubi, and he's the family boss for the Cha-R family. Kenny Wang is the underboss of the Cha-R family. Now, he's working with the Phantom Troop and the Shiyu family to kill the Heil-ly family. That being said, after they take care of the Heil-ly family, he wants the Phantom Troop dead. And as of the recent chapters, we found out that he's secretly working with Morena. To what extent, we're not really sure at the moment. Tajayo is the vice boss of the Cha'ar family, and he led Finks, Phaeton, and Nobunaga down a secret passage to crush the Heil-ly family. Now, beyond Netero is the son of Isaac Netero, and one of the Kakin princes is his child. Well, at least one for sure. There might be multiple that are his children. Although we don't know who it is for sure, a lot of people are speculating either Serednik, Miriam, or Wobble. In addition, 10 of his children are strong curse sacrifices. They have a Nen mark on their tongue, and they will curse a target until they are dead. The idea is that they're going to be taking out 10 of the princes so that they can accelerate the contest, and so that Netero's son or daughter can be the winner. Now, Longhi is Beyond's daughter, and one of the strong sacrifices. She's currently working with Kurapika, and she wants a truce between Tubepa and Wobble. Now, upon signing Longhi's contract, Kurapika will get a one-time use of her ability. Now, Selkov is likely Beyond's son, and we know this because he could use Zetsu since birth. And as Longhi described, anyone who was placed with a Nen curse at birth by Beyond's ability could use Ten and Zetsu as a newborn. Now, Salkov is currently training Serednik, and he's become quite jealous of Serednik by his rapid Nen understanding. Benjamin is the first prince and has soldiers stationed in the other 14 princes' corridors. He's very hot-headed, and he seems very eager to invoke martial law. Balsamilko is Benjamin's right-hand man. He attempted to kill Halkenberg with TSK-17, which was a biological weapon that was intended to kill Halkenberg within 12 hours. Now, the weapon worked as intended, however, Halkenberg took over his body. So the two switch places, but because Halkenberg's physical body died, Balsamilko goes back to his original body. That means two souls are in one body. Furikov and Baba Mina are both attending Kurapika's Nen class, and both are very analytical in observing Nen abilities. Rihan killed Prince Sail Sail. He used his Predator Nen ability. Essentially, he has to gather information about a target's Nen ability. The more information he gathers about the Nen ability, the stronger the Predator will be, and the more effective it will be in destroying it. Now, after taking care of Prince Sail Sail, he was assigned to Prince Tubepa, but he's being very cautious at the moment. Vict was assigned to Prince Halkenberg's room, but he's most likely being controlled by one of Halkenberg's men, and we know this because he was distracting Balsamilko while Halkenberg did his switch with him. Now, Kovan Toba is watching Prince Zhang-Lei. He was able to grab his first coin from his Guardian Sacred Beast without anyone else noticing. However, Kurapika suspects that he might have grabbed that coin. Orao is watching Prince Tyson. He hasn't read the Book of Tyson and isn't really buying into her whole facade. Kanjidol is watching over Prince Lazarus. Now, at the moment, he's working with Basho to figure out why Shikaku killed himself. Camilla attempted to kill her brother in a very rash decision, and because of this, she's currently being locked up. She gave the have-nots of the Kakin Empire a chance to become her private guards, and they have a haunting-type curse that is unique to them alone. If they carry an object connected to a target, such as a photograph, along with a dagger, and think of that target every day, on the day that they want to cast the curse, they burn the object and drink an infusion of ashes and commit suicide with the dagger. If they do all this, the curse will be deprived of their aura, and in some cases, they'll even be killed. So it seems like Camilla is going to have each one of the have-nots target one of the princes, and in this way, she could win the succession contest. Zhang-Lei has established a truce with Wobble and Tubepa. He's also the benefactor of the Shiyu crime organization. Now, his Guardian Sacred Beast produces a coin each day. Now, Kurapika speculates that the coin will open up the user's aura nodes in half a year. However, as a condition of this, he thinks that the price will be a pseudo-corrosive manipulation, in which they have to support Zhang-Lei. Now, to figure out this information, Zhang-Lei is ensuring Wobble's safety, so it's a trade-off in a way. Now, Sakata shot Berenjin when he was attacked by the snakes from Silent Majority. Now, he's gathering information through the Nen class, but he himself is not learning Nen, and it seems like Kurapika is a little bit suspicious of him. He doesn't fully trust him. Now, Serednik is a savant at learning Nen. He has a Nen ability called Parallel Future. Essentially, when he enters a state of Zetsu, he can see 10 seconds into the future, and then he can modify his decisions based on those 10 seconds. Now, people in the physical world see the faux 10-second future, whereas Serednik can modify his future based on which actions they take. And because he can enter this parallel future when he's in a state of Zetsu, he's trying to train himself so that he can enter Zetsu in less than 1 second. Now, he was the benefactor of the Heil-ly family, but he's since cut ties with them and has a personal platoon going after Morena. And it's proposed that he's in possession of the Kurta eyes, and this is according to Mizaistum. So, of course, Kurapika is definitely going to try to go after him in the future. Seda was teaching Serednik Nen. Now, because of his dangerous potential, she wanted to kill him. When she shot him in the forehead, he dodged with his parallel universe. That being said, his guardian sacred beast gave Theta a stern warning, as she woke up the next morning with a mark on the left side of her face. Vantine is a private military commander, and under Serednik's orders, he invited Melody to the 4th Prince's quarters. Danjin and Muhan were told to kill everyone in the Nen class if they didn't learn Nen in 2 weeks. Now, Muhan was definitely a little bit more aggressive, and because he was being such an asshole, he ended up getting himself killed by silent majority. Tubeppa is currently in a truce with Wobble and Zhang-Lei. Now, if they're the last 3 princes standing in the contest, they will defer the throne to Zhang-Lei. But we currently don't know if that's a viable option, given the strict rules of the succession contest. Mayor is the captain of the guards for Tubeppa. He's attending Kurapika's Nen class, and he had his aura nodes opened up by Stealth Dolphin. Tyson wrote the Book of Tyson. Essentially, it preaches nonviolence, and it's said to bring about world peace. Now, her guardian sacred beast attaches eyewogs to those who read the teachings of Tyson, and in exchange for giving up their aura, it bestows them with happiness. Now, Azunavi was Kurapika's Nen teacher. He hasn't read the Book of Tyson, he's a little bit skeptical of it. However, he wants Nasubi to read the Book of Tyson, and he believes that it could change the ship's fate. Guilano was resistant to reading the Book of Tyson at first. However, he's now since become entranced with Tyson's teachings. Lazarus is the benefactor of the Cha-Ar family. He wants to use Basho's clean drug for rehab for addicts, and he's highly suspicious of Kacho's letter. He believes Fugetsu is trying to get him to fight with Serednik, but he just wants to keep the balance. Basho is trying to find out why Shikaku shot himself. Now, he wrote a haiku for Fugetsu, and it will ward off the evil spirits that are attached to her body. But it's just temporary, it's not a permanent fix. Sail got killed by Yoshihi, but it was Rihan who did the heavy lifting, because his predator eliminated his guardian sacred beast. Now, Helkenberg tried to kill Nasubi. He wanted to end the contest, but that didn't work because of Nasubi's guardian sacred beast. He also tried to kill himself, but again, his guardian sacred beast put an end to this. Now, he can use an arrow that can swap souls with another target. Now, his main group of people all have a feather mark on their left hand, and that means that they're loyal to him. So when he swaps souls, he's surrounded by his loyal followers. However, he can't control whose soul gets swapped. And currently, he himself swaps souls with Balsamilko. Now, with Helkenberg's body dying, Balsamilko goes back to his original body, which means that he gets priority. However, Helkenberg took some sleeping pills just before his body died, which means that Balsamilko will be put into a sleep for about 10 hours. And in that 10 hours, Helkenberg is going to take care of Prince Benjamin. Or at least he hopes to. Sumidori took over Shikaku's body. He then went to Lazarus's room and shot himself. And after that happened, he returned to his original body. Schedule and Yuhirai are both in Kurapika's Nen class. Kacho died when she tried to escape the contest, and she was subsequently replaced by her guardian sacred beast, called Without You. Now, she's currently working with Melody and Kaiser. They suspect that Fugetsu has been drugged by someone, and Lazarus is the prime suspect. So they want to ensure that Fugetsu wins the succession contest, and to that end, they devised a plan together. Now, Fugetsu doesn't know that Kacho is really dead. Evil spirits have now attached to her body. As a result, she can use her ability more than once a day. Now, as a part of the plan developed by Kacho, Fugetsu delivered letters to all the prince's corridors. And this was all a means to get into Lazarus's corridors so that they could establish a door in there. Now, for Melody's part of the plan, she's going to knock out Lazarus with her music. Now, even though they're working with Kaiser, and Kaiser claims that he loves Melody, Melody is highly suspicious of him. Now, Kaiser claims that he loves Melody, but it is possible that he's being manipulated by someone. Or he's possibly serving someone else's interest. Now, he's going to serve as the quote-unquote mule in their plan. So after Melody knocks out Lazarus with the music, Fugetsu is going to develop the door, and Kaiser is going to carry him from his room to the docks. And then they're going to take him off of the boat, and he should end up dying just like Kacho ended up dying. Labri is the first person who saw Silent Majority. That being said, she was taken into custody under the suspicion that she was the user for Silent Majority. Yuri, Ilardia, and Latiolus are all in Kurapika's Nen class. Momozzi is the 12th prince of the Kakin Empire. Her mother, Queen Savante, transferred most of her guards from her over to Miriam, and Momozee was okay with this. Unfortunately, because of the reduced security, she was killed by Tufty. 13th Prince Miriam likes to play with Biscuit, and in general, he's just kind of a carefree kid. His Guardian Sacred Beast is growing larger and more fearsome. Now, as a reminder, the Guardian Sacred Beast feed off of the aura of their host. So the larger the supply of aura, the stronger the Guardian Sacred Beast, which means that Miriam might be beyond Sun since he has such a large supply of aura. Now, Biscuit is in room 13, and currently it's enclosed in an end space. It's basically like a one-way street. Once you exit, you can't come back in. And it might be due to Miriam's Guardian Sacred Beast. Now, besides Bellarine, the other guards want to learn how to use Nen, so she's going to teach them. Now, Verge did not believe in Nen at first. However, Biscuit changed his mind with her transformation. He now wants to learn Nen from Biscuit, and it seems like he's got a thing for muscles, or possibly he's thirsty for Biscuit. Now, Hanzo used to be in Momozee's room until he got transferred. Now, he blames himself for Momozee's death, and even killed Tufty in revenge. To communicate this information to Kurapika, he used a Nen double. That's because room 1013 is enclosed in a Nen space. Bellarine defended Kurapika when people were claiming that he was silent majority. Now, he left room 1013 and he can't go back. After someone was attacked by silent majority, he ended a sentence with a heart symbol. So people have speculated that maybe he's Hisoka in disguise. Wobble is the 14th prince of the Kakin Empire. He's a baby, so he doesn't really have any devious plans or machinations. However, Kurapika sensed something pretty sinister from his cradle. And it is possible he might be the user of Silent Majority. Of course, we don't know for certain at this point, but it's always a possibility. Now, Kurapika wants the Scarlet Eyes from Serednik. That being said, he assured Oito that he's here to protect Prince Wobble. Now, he's conducting Nen classes for the various guards of the princes, and he's doing this to create an impasse in the succession contest. He basically wants a stalemate. And in a recent chapter, he agreed to Longhe's contract, which means that he'll be able to use Longhe's ability one time. To that end, he's working with Zhang Lei and Tubepa. Now, Bill is part of Beyond's expedition team. He's dedicated to protecting Wobble and helping out Kurapika with the Nen class. Cyrud was manipulated by someone and ended up attacking Kurapika. Kurapika subsequently subdued him and stole his ability. He then transferred said ability to Queen Oito, and that's how she was able to witness Momozee's death. Shimano has served the Kakin Royal family for generations, and Kurapika often relies on her advice, as she knows a lot of details about the various princes. Oito is the 8th queen of the Kakin Empire and the mother of Prince Wobble. She witnessed Momozee's death, and she can use Nen thanks to Kurapika's stealth dolphin. That all being said, she regrets marrying into royalty, as she's found herself in a very precarious situation now. Now, Borkson knew that Morena could use Nen, so she wanted her comrades to avoid her at all cost. But in an ironic turn of events, she ended up getting caught by Dogman and Sodom and is now sitting in front of Morena. She is now going to play a negotiation game with Morena, and if she loses, she'll have to join the Heil-ly family. And then finally we have Nasubi, the king of the Kakin Empire. He wants to go to the Dark Continent for unknown reasons at this point, and he wants Beyond to lead the expedition. Now, as of the start of the succession contest, he claims that it's out of his hands at this point. We also saw that he's conducting some weird ritual with the dead princes. He claims that Momozee is still alive and became the foundation of the Tree of Kakin. And some people have speculated that he himself is also a participant in the contest, and that he's using said contest to somehow extend his own life. But with that, guys, those are the cliff notes for the succession contest. I'll catch you on the flip side.